I'm Tom Schuyler. I grew up in Billings, went to McKinley, Jefferson for the 6th grade, and Lincoln Junior High School, and I graduated from Billings Senior High School, class of '51. This is the beginning of our trek around the country, and there's nothing that makes me happier than to start in Billings. This is my home, this is my wife's home, and I can't think of a better place to start than right here. I have this book in the Holocaust Museum in Skokie, Illinois, a national library in Washington, D.C., one in Houston, and two in Los Angeles. The people at the Holocaust libraries wanted something other than nonfiction, and they've had plenty of people writing about the atrocities. You know, I taught creative writing, so I thought, well, after I retired, maybe I want to put my money where my mouth is and see if I can do what I taught kids to do in high school. And so here I am. This is kind of where my path has led me. There were a couple things that I taught my students. First, write about something you know about, and then write about things that have really impressed you and have caused you to be interested. And I remember I was 12 years old, and I went to the movie at the Fox Theater in Billings. And the movie Tone News, this was in 1945. I'm watching the news, and here is General Eisenhower standing at the edge of this humongous pit somewhere in Europe, and here were hundreds and hundreds of bodies of Jewish Holocaust victims. I didn't want to write about the atrocities. There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of books written about the atrocities. I wanted to see, is there something out of all of this, some good that could have come out of all of this horrible experience? And so I decided, well, what about some people who might have deposited their money? Some of the Jewish entrepreneurs that might have deposited their money. What happened to it? We know a lot of it went into Swiss banks. And so I thought, well, what if I wrote a little mystery book about a group of people who deposited their money in Swiss banks, and then all hell breaks loose. 70 years later, one asks the question, is that money still there? What's it worth today? How would you get it out? And that's what my story is about. You can find it on my website, which would be www.therightfulheirs.com, and that will bring you in to buy it. You can buy it on Amazon. I believe it will be in Borders here in the next probably the next 60 days. You could probably finish it in 4 to 5 hours, and it's full of suspense and action, lots of action all the way.